one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated.
Councilmember Tatino?
Present.
Councilmember Foreman?
Here for the last time.
Councilmember Rye?
Here, missing Joan already and Becky.
Supervisor Alborough?
Here, and Jackie's on her way.
Okay, good.
I have no changes to the agenda. Next up is acceptance of minutes.
Wait a minute, we still have to vote on the agenda.
What'd you say?
You still have to adopt the
Just have
agenda.
to adopt
Yes,
it as
make a
written.
motion to adopt the agenda as written.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next up is the acceptance of minutes, Town Board regular meeting, December 3rd. Present that as a motion. Can I have a second?
Second.
Okay, next up is introduction of new employees. I think we have two from the police department. Chief?
We do.
I think
Okay,
you need to vote on the minutes.
We have to vote on the minutes.
I'll make a motion. Can I have a second?
by Brian.
Second for Brian.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
It's respectfully requested that the members of the town board consider appointing the following candidates to part-time police officer position. First, we have Nicholas Botzkeller from Fishkill, New York. After graduating from the Roy Ketchum High School in 2017, Nicholas attended the American Military University and joined the United States Air Force, where he served for 4 years as a Security Forces patrolman. Candidate Botzkeller was awarded the United States Air Force Achievement Medal for meritorious service. Following his service with the Air Force, candidate Botzkeller attended the Dutchess County Law Enforcement Academy, and in June 2022 began his law enforcement career with the Dutchess County Sheriff's Office, where he worked as a deputy sheriff until July 2024. In July of 2024, he joined the Tarrytown Police Department, where he worked as a full-time police officer. Candidate Botzkeller has a strong desire to utilize his training and experience to serve our community, which is his community. The other candidate is Brian Brannigan from Somers, New York. Mr. Brannigan has 20 years' experience as a police officer. He began his law enforcement career in 2001 with the Rockland County Sheriff's Office, where he worked as a deputy sheriff. In 2002, he joined the New York City Police Department, where he worked until his retirement in 2022. During his career, he rose to the ranks of sergeant and detective and was assigned to several special units, including the Manhattan Gang Squad and the Bronx Street Crime Unit. Candidate Brannigan is a well-trained police officer with a strong desire to use his training and experience in enforcing laws and providing safety to the town of Fishkill.
Thank you, Chief. Welcome, gentlemen. We're good. Mhm. Anybody else being hired today from the town?
Yes.
Can I just ask Nicholas Botzkeller, did I pronounce that correctly?
Yes, sir.
Come to the mic. I'm picking you out because you were in the Air Force. My dad was career Air Force, so, you know, my ears perked up, but of course I read your background. Where did you serve in the Air Force?
I was at Tinker Air Force Base in Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma, okay, that's good. And Ketchum,
Yes, sir.
and then back to Fishkill.
Yep.
Well, we're honored to have both of you, but I'm glad to see you. It's fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yes, he's only this is my 6th year as supervisor, and I'd love to try to get people that live in Fishkill to get this job, and you're only the second person in 6 years that we're able to hire from Fishkill. And there's a lot of cops that live here, but they just don't want to work. So, welcome. And I mean, if you're watching and you know somebody's a cop, see the chief and the commissioner, we'll get you on. All right.
Not that we're going to be focusing
Another
on
employee,
you.
William?
Other employees?
Lauren? Yep.
Okay, come on. Oh, that's right, you're the deputy, Cooper's deputy, yes,
Well, not for long, he's not.
yes,
Our town clerk-elect.
yes.
Yeah, Supervisor, council members, town clerk, Madam Clerk. As we get ready for next year, I'm going to be, as we get ready for next year, I'll be taking over the role as town clerk. It's been a real pleasure working with you, Becky, and I am going to miss you. But I'm also excited tonight to announce who will be my deputy moving forward next year. Her name is Lauren Calmancy. She's the assistant registrar for the Mount St. Mary College, as well as being a former deputy town clerk herself. So I figured I'd introduce her, and maybe just have her say hi, introduce herself, and thank you. All right?
Thank you, Cooper.
Hello, it's nice to
meet some of you that I haven't met yet. I'm Lauren Calmancy. I'm very excited to be back at a town hall, you know, being one of the faces that people see when they walk through these doors and being able to help them with whatever they need, or even my colleagues as well. So I just want to say I'm very grateful for this opportunity, and I can't wait to work with you guys.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Cooper. Thank you.
I believe we do have another hire.
Another hire? Young man? I know this guy.
Yes,
We
we
do.
do.
Good evening. My name is Jason Mendez. Most of you know where I come from, Town Fishkill Police Cadets.
Yes, sir. Cadet of the year, in fact.
Yeah, I put in for laborer for Carmine for Highway Department. Had a lot of joy serving the community, Fishkill. Figured this is another way to serve it other than the cadets, so I'm very happy about that. So I am.
There you
You
go.
ready to put in an honest
Thank
day's
you.
work?
Oh, yeah.
Then we're ready to give you an honest day's pay.
Thank you.
You're awesome. Welcome.
Thank you. Anybody else? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4 new employees. Okay, very good.
It's a good night.
Good night, yep. Now, next up is privilege of the floor for general town items. This is the opportunity to speak about anything in the town of Fishkill. Nobody has anything to say? Okay. Liaison member reports. Jackie, you got anything?
Nothing.
Greg?
I just wanted to give a big round of applause to Jay Mayetta, to Lauren McManaman, to Marianne Von Egypt, and the entire crew over at the rec department for the phenomenal senior holiday luncheon they held yesterday. It was nice to be able to join them for that. When I was your secretary, Ozzy, it was always fun to go over and assist with those events, and have the chance to come back and join was great. Good to see you. Our former council member, Luis Daniele, always volunteers at these events. Councilman Rye stopped by. It was great to see him. And our local county legislator and soon-to-be county legislature chair, Yvette Valdez-Smith, came by and lent a hand as well, and that was wonderful. To everyone who is observing Hanukkah this week, happy Hanukkah to you. I hope that your celebrations are safe, happy, and full of joy. And since this is our final meeting before Christmas, to those like myself who will be celebrating next week, a Merry Christmas to you all.
John?
Okay. I'm going to take a few minutes. My 4-year term on the Fishkill Town Board is coming to an end, and I just want to take a few minutes to offer some thoughts and reflections. For my first 2 years, the Republicans held a 3-2 majority on this board. The new board hired a new town attorney and did away with the position of police commissioner. Heavy investments were made into upgrading our parks and finally fixing the leaky roof at the senior center next door.
$1 million.
In my 3rd year, Carmine got smart and left the town board to become new highway superintendent, leaving the town board with a 2-2 split. In year 4, Jackie Bardini won an election and the Democrats regained control of the board 3-2. The world didn't end when the Republicans held control of the board for 2 years, and the world didn't end when the board was split 2-2 in 2024. And the world didn't end when the Democrats regained control of the town board in 2025. At the end of the day, bad feelings disappear, most of them anyway, and the supervisor and the town board just have to govern. There's always going to be disagreements with this and that, and you just have to work through them. No city, town, or village can function without people who are active and interested in their community. There is no shortage of people who care in the town of Fishkill and the village of Fishkill, including the ambassador, Eddie Colon, and his work with the Fishkill Food Pantry, the people who are associated with Keep Fishkill Beautiful, our police cadet program, the volunteers at the senior center, and a special shout out to the members of the Planning and Zoning Board of Appeals. Going forward, I will make myself available to Ozzy and the members of the town board. I'm going to miss being questioned 1,000 times where I really live. I want to recognize 2 employees, oddly enough, both in Ozzy's camp. One is Police Commissioner Scott Bierce, who is here tonight, a position I voted to defund 4 years ago. A person I voted against when this position resurfaced and his name was put up for consideration. I have had several meetings with Scott we've spent time talking about the police business, town business, and sometimes monkey business. He was and is the right person for this job, and I thank him for his friendship and professionalism. The other person is Jason Gilbert. Jason has been extremely helpful to me as I transition off this board, and I have thanked him personally, but tonight I want to thank him publicly. So thank you, Jason Gilbert. Two other people I want to thank personally. One is our town attorney, Steve Gaba.
You're here.
And Julie Shaw, who's our labor attorney. I have had several phone calls with Mr. Gaba and Julie Shaw on town business. I've had several meetings with Steve Gaba and Julie Shaw on town business, and they have always returned the call, made themselves available for us, and I do want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. And thank you to the employees who keep Town Hall functioning for the residents. Thank you to the people, the employees who keep our streets in safe neighborhoods. That's the police department. The employees who keep our roads plowed and blacktopped and our parks squeaky clean. And to all of our volunteer firefighters who help our residents when they receive the call. And that's Rombout, Glenham, Chelsea, and of course, Dutchess Junction Fire Districts. Thank you to the residents of Fishkill who gave me the privilege to serve on this town board for the last 4 years. That's it.
Well done.
You're here, man.
All right, liaison. Yes, ran into a couple of you at the New York State DOT presentation on the 5282 roundabout that's being proposed, and for me, I liked it. You know, I like the design, and something positive like that I think is going to be very, very good for safety as well as traffic flow. Yes, I was at the senior party today at the rec center, seeing my fellow seniors. Have I ever told you I'm the senior on the board?
All the time.
That's good. And so it's always great to be there anyway, because that staff is crackerjack, and that party was packed, almost 200 people, I understand. And you guys worked very hard serving and doing great things, and everybody was just enjoying themselves, so I was always glad to be there. I also attended the dedication, and I know you did too, Ozzy, and Greg, Highway Department for Glenn Schofield, and that was very special. Glenn Schofield absolutely deserved that. There are no words to thank him enough for his decades of service to this town, and that was a beautiful ceremony and dedication arranged by Carmine and staff, and I just want to thank him for doing that. I attended also the Wreaths Across America. Saw some of our cadets there. I saw our chief and some people from other officers there. That was very good. Joe Skuka arranged that. And we were one, as I've read about Wreaths Across America, which is all about, of course, highlighting the service of those who died serving the country. I guess either by natural causes or in battle. But at 5,500, we were one of 5,500 locations across the country that participated in that program. So it was very, very good. And that's all I have.
Okay, we'll stick with you, Brian. Why don't you read John's proclamation?
Oh. John. Oh, gosh. I mean, just a couple words real quick. I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss your counsel, the expertise you brought from Dutchess County Legislature to the town board. All the times, yes, we campaigned together, we worked together, we met together, we did a lot of different things, and all great things come to an end, and it's just been really, really, really great working with you, John. I mean, at the bottom of my heart. And so here's a proclamation recognizing the service of Town Councilman John Foreman whereas the residents of the town of Fishkill are served by the elected offices of town supervisor, town council, town justices, town clerk, and town highway superintendent. And whereas these individuals take on great responsibilities in representing and serving more than 20,000 residents of the town of Fishkill, and whereas Honorable John V. Foreman is a town councilman, having served continually in capacity since January 1, 2022, and whereas prior to serving the town of Fishkill in his capacity as town councilman, Honorable John V. Foreman did serve the Southern Dutchess community as a member of the Dutchess County Legislature for 12 years. And whereas in his time as town councilman, John V. Foreman has given his time and efforts to the duties of his office, attending town board meetings, public functions and ceremonies, and meeting with businesses and members of the community. And whereas during John V. Foreman's tenure on the town board, the town of Fishkill has invested in the quality of life of Fishkill residents and passed balanced annual budgets which stewarded and safeguarded taxpayer dollars. And whereas Town Councilman John V. Foreman will leave office upon the expiration of his term on January 1, 2026, and whereas the town board desires to recognize the efforts of those individuals who serve the Fishkill community in an elected, appointed, or volunteer capacity, now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Fishkill does hereby proclaim its recognition of town councilman Honorable John V. Foreman prior to his leaving office, and be it further resolved, the town board of the town of Fishkill shall present a copy of this proclamation to town councilman Honorable John V. Foreman at the December 3, 2025 town board meeting. Okay, that's the wrong date.
Okay.
And as soon as, as soon as possible thereafter, in the spirit of acknowledgement and gratitude, by order of the town board of the town of Fishkill, on this, the day of December 2025. God bless you, John Foreman.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll fix that.
We're gonna have to line up for a picture later.
Yeah.
But also, I won't read this one,
Yeah.
but it is a New York State Assemblyman citation from Anil Bipan, member, New York State Assembly, 105th Assembly District. I know you've worked with him a great deal, and he certainly wanted to make sure that your tenure here has been marked appropriately. So,
Thank you.
On behalf.
Thank you.
Okay.
Greg?
Stepping away from recognizing our elected officials, it is both a privilege and a very sad occasion that I need to mark the passing of someone who has been a pivotal player in the town of Fishkill for decades and a key player in my childhood. This is a proclamation remembering the life and service of Blodgett Memorial Library Children's Librarian Margaret Peg Siebert. Whereas the residents of the town of Fishkill are served by the Blodgett Memorial Library located at 37 Broad Street. And whereas the Blodgett Memorial Library provides a host of services to residents, including community programs and a dedicated children's library space. And whereas Margaret Peg Siebert served as the children's librarian at the Blodgett Memorial Library for more than 35 years. And whereas as children's librarian, Margaret Peg Siebert fostered an environment of discovery, learning, and creativity for every child who visited her children's library. And whereas among her many triumphs, Margaret Peg Siebert did organize the library's annual summer reading program, hosted regular story times and craft activities for children, and formed lasting bonds with children and families who frequented the Blodgett Memorial Library. And whereas Margaret Peg Siebert took great care to ensure that every child and family in her children's library space was welcomed, encouraged, and supported. And whereas by her decades of dedication, Margaret Peg Siebert touched the lives of countless children and families in Fishkill and the surrounding communities. And whereas Margaret Peg Siebert did pass away on November 25th, 2025, leaving behind a loving family and an unparalleled legacy of service, and will be deeply missed by her colleagues, friends, and community. And whereas the town board desires to recognize those individuals who go above and beyond in their service to the Fishkill community. Now therefore be it resolved, the town board of the town of Fishkill does hereby proclaim its remembrance of the life and service of Blodgett Memorial Library Children's Librarian Margaret Peg Siebert. And be it further resolved that the town board of the town of Fishkill shall present copies of this proclamation to the staff of the Blodgett Memorial Library and to the family of Margaret Peg Siebert at the December 17th, 2025 town board meeting, or as soon thereafter as possible, in the spirit of remembrance, condolence, and gratitude, by order of the town board of the town of Fishkill on this, the 17th day of December, 2025. We are joined this evening by Blodgett Library Director Julie Spann. I'd like to invite her to come forward to accept this on behalf of the library. Thank you.
Jackie, you're up.
Becky. You've been a fixture here. I'm going to miss you. Yeah, I've learned so much from you. You've been a really great town clerk. I've learned a lot from you. And, you've always been there when we needed your help and answering questions that other people can't answer and getting that extra education. We appreciate that. So let me read to you, my darling. Proclamation recognizing the service of Town Clerk Honorable Rebecca Tompkins. Whereas the residents of the town of Fishkill are served by the elected offices of Town Supervisor, Town Council, Town Justice, Town Clerk, and Town Highway Superintendent, and whereas these individuals take on great responsibilities in representing and serving the more than 20,000 residents of the town of Fishkill, and whereas Honorable Rebecca L. Tompkins is the town clerk, having served continually in that capacity since January 1st, 2018, and whereas prior to serving the town of Fishkill in her capacity as town clerk, Honorable Rebecca L. Tompkins did serve the Fishkill community for 19 years, including 14 years as deputy town clerk, and whereas in her time as town clerk, Honorable Rebecca L. Tompkins has given her time and efforts to the duties of her office, providing a host of services to Fishkill residents, including processing merit utility and tax bill payments, issuing countless licenses to members of the public, maintaining, preserving, and modernizing irreplaceable historical documents, and modernizing the office of the town clerk to better serve the residents of the town of Fishkill. And whereas Town Clerk Honorable Rebecca L. Tompkins will leave office upon the expiration of her term on January 1st, 2026, and whereas the Town Board decides to recognize the efforts of those individuals who serve the Fishkill community in an elected, appointed, or volunteer capacity. Now therefore be it resolved, the Town Board of the Town of Fishkill does hereby proclaim its recognition of Town Clerk Honorable Rebecca L. Tompkins prior to her leaving office, and be it further resolved, the Town Board of the Town of Fishkill shall present a copy of this proclamation to Town Clerk Honorable Rebecca L. Tompkins at the December 3rd, 2025 Town Board meeting, or as soon as possible, in the spirit of acknowledgement and gratitude by order of the Town Board of the Town of Fishkill on this third day of December 2025. We'll take it for the 17th, though. Okay.
Yeah.
Photo?
You want to do a photo?
Let's do a photo.
Let's do a photo real quick.
Let's do a photo for the councilman and for the clerk, and one for Miss Spann.
Miss Spann. John, grab your proclamation.
I'll take one as well, the two of you together.
Good? No. Wait a second for the guy. Reversing here. Yes.
You go and get one with Becky, I'll take it for you. Our town clerk and our town clerk-elect.
Yay.
Oh my gosh.
History right here.
Here we are.
Changing of the guard.
Yes, indeed. Okay, great. Do you want one with the board?
Yes. Yes. And vote.
I'm standing next to Becky.
You're really at it.
Julie, I didn't know you were here.
What about you? Good?
A little bit more. One with, hello Julie. One with Julie.
Here we go.
Picture of proclamation.
I will shield you. Mr. Supervisor,
What?
before we move on, it would be appropriate at this time if we're acknowledging people who are leaving the service of the town for us to tip the cap to Stephen J. Gaba, Esquire.
Here, here.
Here,
Steve
here.
has been our town attorney for the past 4 years. Steve has been our attorney for the past 4 years and has provided invaluable assistance to the board. It is with great sadness that we are allowing him to retire. But he has been a good and faithful servant to the law and an invaluable asset. We thank you, the residents thank you, and it was an oversight on my part that there is no proclamation for you this evening, but there will be one, and we will make sure that you receive it in due course. Thank you very much for your service at this, your final town board meeting with us.
I'm bringing it to you where you're going on vacation, just so.
Fishkill is a very special place with its natural beauty and its great, rich history, and it's been an honor serving the people of Fishkill and this town board. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
It was what Councilman Foreman mentioned, boards changing here and there. The world does not change, and Mr. Gaba was a pleasant surprise. All right, let's go to work.
Not to us.
Next up
For the
is,
last time in 2025.
yep, next up, discussion to hire the deputy clerk. Everybody okay with that?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess.
Number two is to accept the resignation of Ms. Corinne Sorrente. Everybody okay with that?
No, but I'll accept it anyway.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you, Corinne.
Yes, I gave her a proclamation. She didn't want to come.
Thank you,
Well, that's
Corinne. We had one for her.
understandable, but thank you, Corinne, for your 10 years of service to the town.
During some tough periods, too.
Yes.
Next up, copy leases, routine. Everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
Hiring the 2 police officers. Everybody okay with that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think so.
Mr. Bentley is retiring and coming back. You didn't say anything, Mr. Bentley. Jason, say something.
Come on.
Yeah, technically, if
Yeah,
you're retiring and being
employee.
reinstated, you are a new employee. You should come to the, come to the mic.
Good evening. I've been here for 23 years. It's been an absolute pleasure. One that I wish to continue. Retiring completely from the village of Fishkill after 26 years of service. And I'm happy to remain in my position here and look forward to my continued working with everybody, especially the residents and the staff of the town of Fishkill. Thank you.
Excellent. Thanks,
Thank you,
Jason.
Detective.
That was it. All right. Next up is privilege of the floor for agenda items. Opportunity to speak about anything on the agenda. Anybody like to speak about anything on the agenda? All right. Next up is the consent agenda. Make a motion to accept the consent agenda. Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, 5-0. We have no items for special consideration. Anybody have any new or old business?
I do.
Go on.
I want to bring this, maybe you've read this recently, but the governor has signed legislation that allows localities to provide a real property tax exemption for seniors who meet an income eligibility limits, among other criteria, up to 65. It's the first time it's been increased. So I just want to get Christian to review this and maybe provide us with some information, and I'm sure it'll be some good information for seniors.
Yeah, we're going to have difficulty with that because that's going to force us to go over the cap if we did something like that.
Well, let's just get the information.
No, I understand,
And
but
look at it for next year.
Just if you look at it, though, those margins will cause the need to go over the tax cap
You've already looked at this then?
a little bit.
Okay. Well, let's look at it more.
Yeah.
If we
We
can
should
do
get
it, we
a-
can
I'm
do
not
it
against,
more.
I'm not against it,
I know,
but
I
the
understand.
part
Raises-
being is the Fishkill's becoming gentrified at a high rate, and our seniors can't afford to live here, so I definitely support anything we can do for them.
Right. That's why I brought it up.
But the key here is, do we break the tax cap, and do we,
Well, let's just take a look at it.
well, I
we'll have
spoke,
some-
well, it's something where if the governor gave us a one-year exemption of the cap, then we could do something like this. So that would be one thing that would be acceptable to me.
That isn't going to happen.
Well, I looked at
Well, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Gaba, right?
I do, but it's not going to happen.
Well,
Yeah.
but you see what I'm saying. If you're going
Yes,
to
of
take
course.
10% and push it, you're going to have to break the cap. That's the bottom line.
Get the money from somewhere, yeah.
That's right.
All right,
So the seniors watching, it's,
all the more reason to vote for 5% hotel room tax in 2 years, right, Greg?
I'll see you later.
Right, Brian?
Anything else? John, anything?
Just, it's new and old business, and it's the hotel occupancy tax. It's old business for us because we've already passed it, it's already been adopted and signed by Governor Hochul. It'll be new for Fishkill, and it's going to be new revenue for this town. It's money that we're not gonna have to ask the taxpayers for, because who stays in our hotels? 99.5% of the time, it's people from out of town. So we are going to generate significant revenue, and I am sure the town board is going to do a good job in spending that money. So thank you.
Thank you. Greg, anything?
Yeah, with our colleagues leaving this evening, I'd just like to say a word about them. I met Becky Tompkins when I was 5. She was 4.5. I'm sorry, 4.5. Actually, I believe I was 4 3/4. If we're being really specific, 4 3/4. Becky was the summer camp director, and I was a little boy who had separation anxiety. I spent most of the first week rather tearfully meeting new people and not really sure of what to do with myself. And in the years that followed that, the summer camp became one of my favorite annual traditions, and it was because of Becky Tompkins that the experience for myself and so many other kids was out of this world. And we had fun. We really did. It was a great time back then. Yeah, you can't do any of the fun stuff anymore. But yet somehow our rec director, Jay Mayetta, makes our summer camp just as fun for kids in new and innovative ways. But then, of course, more than 20 years later, Becky and I kind of came back into each other's orbit when I began working at Town Hall as Supervisor Albert's secretary 5 years ago. And working alongside Becky through 4 years, basically, of resolutions and town board agendas and public hearings and presentations. And how many documents have we created together? About 6,000?
Wasn't it closer to 7?
It might have been. It might have been close to 7,000 documents that between Becky and I, sometimes it was a coin flip. I believe we rock, paper, scissored a couple times to see who had to do some of the more annoying ones. But it has been a wonderful experience. The town has been very blessed to have you as our town clerk, as our deputy clerk, as our summer camp director, and you will be missed by everyone here, especially me, because no one has known you for as big a proportion of their life on this board as I have. I frankly have very few memories of a life in which I did not know Becky Tompkins. So thank you, Becky, for all that you've done for the town. We will miss you.
Just to dovetail off of that, when we first moved here, we had my son, Little Max, who would have been about your age.
Yes, we were classmates. Yeah.
And that's where we met for the first time with our son. I mean, it's just amazing. And then my son would go on the school bus and sit by you and play a board game on the way to school.
Yeah, we played an old baseball handheld video game from Radio Shack from like the 80s. And that was how we entertained ourselves. It was 6th grade. You know, we didn't have iPhones back then. But
Always be nice to people. 'cause you
always
never
be nice
know.
to people. Absolutely. And speaking of that, Brian, wonderful way to dovetail, to recognize Councilman Foreman. John, we met a few years ago under somewhat adversarial circumstances on the campaign trail. But once you took office, and with me serving as OSI secretary, I think that pretty quickly went by the wayside, because as you pointed out, no matter who is in the majority on the town board, the minority, a split, everybody's getting involved because they want to do good here in the town. And we were able to do good things together, both when I was the secretary and would help out with different projects and things that the town board was asking for. And now on the town board, we've had our fair share of discussions and disagreements, but we've also teamed up where it matters. It was my privilege to work with you on the hotel occupancy tax that we're going to start seeing revenue coming in from next year. And it is a reminder that there is no shame in nuance. It isn't a vice. That we can agree and disagree, and still at the end of the day, shake hands as part as friends, which is how I will view this evening. So to conclude my comments, ladies and gentlemen of Fishkill, I say ye Becky Tompkins, I say ye John Foreman. Thank you.
Jackie?
Becky, I've only known you for 8 years, but it's really been a pleasure getting to know you and being able to count on you. I wish you nothing but the best in the future. Please come visit. I know you won't be far. And I know you need a flu shot, so maybe I'll see you Friday.
I'm not happy.
Just come see me. I'll take care of you. You know that.
Okay.
And John, I have to say, it's really, I was surprised at how much I like you. And
I'm an acquired taste.
like a fine cheese and wine. But no, getting to know you and Heather, especially at that dinner,
Yep.
you know, I think we really put aside the partisan BS that's running our country right now. And yeah, I don't agree with 100% of your stuff, and I know you don't agree with 100% of my stuff, but I think what we do agree on is that we love our town, and we want it to run smoothly, and we want the people to be happy here. So thank you, and good luck to you.
Heather asks about you, but not about Ozzy Gregor Bryant.
And people of the town, happy Hanukkah. Hope you have a great festival of lights, and Merry Christmas to everybody.
Yeah, Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah.
All right.
Supervisor, before we adjourn for the year, would it be appropriate to invite Councilman-elect Pristula to come up and say a few words prior to him taking office in January?
We've never done that before.
No, we've
No, we've never done that before.
I did, but
Did you?
I did, but I wasn't invited. I
Rick
just did
found
it
a way
anyway.
to get up.
I just did it anyway. I was privileged to the floor. I just got up and talked.
All right. Next meeting is January 7th? Cooper?
January
7th.
The reorg meeting?
And we will introduce
reorg.
Don then.
Yes.
There's no executive session. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas. Make a motion to adjourn. Can I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Foreman, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Good night.
Good night.
Mr. Oz,
You are a good guy.
we'll stay in touch. We'll stay in touch.
Absolutely.
So you weren't.